Hi, this is Yingge from Art of the Brush. Today we will talk about some of the very fundamental elements in brush painting practice, the body posture and how to connect with our brush, how to hold an Oriental brush. You may ask, is it important to sit in a particular way when we practice Oriental brush painting? I think yes. Like when we are doing everything, if our body feels relaxed and comfortable, ourselves feel more relaxed and easy to express ourselves. And it's the same when we are relaxed and upright. Our brush is also relaxed and upright. So our brush strokes reflect out how we are as a being at this moment. You may notice there are many different ways of sitting our body posture when doing the brush practice. Here, I will introduce a few of the body postures that are well used. So first is sitting on a chair and use a table, a desk as your painting surface. This is the most common posture that we use for brush painting, and this is also the way I use most of the time when I practice. So what you need is a normal chair that you feel comfortable to sit in. You can also use a cushion or pillow to put it at the back of your seat to support your lower back, or under your feet to support the weight of your legs. After we sit comfortably and our feet are landing on the ground, then we will come back to our upper body. So first, make sure your body and the surface has some space in between. This is to allow our upper body to have the flexibility to move. You like to relax your shoulders. To help you to do that, you can try to first drop your two hands. Just naturally drop at the side and maybe relax by shaking your hands. And stay still. Then we rise our hands and our palm naturally place on your legs, on your thighs. And that's the natural position for your hands to relax. And the sixth is our spine. When we sit comfortably in this way, we can already feel the relaxation in our upper body. So now if we imagine on the top of our head, there's a string or there's a beam going up to the sky. It just let us sit slightly higher. And that is enough. We don't have to stretch too tight. We just need to feel our spine are comfortably upright. And in sitting this way, you feel your breath can flow more naturally. And the last is our neck and our chin. So when we are sitting in this way, our spine upright, we will naturally feel our back of the neck is upright and our chin relaxed. And that's the 7-point posture when we are doing Oriental brush practice. And this posture can be applied when we are sit on the floor or on a cushion. You can use cushions or pillows to help you to adjust the height and the way you sit on the surface. We can also use a standing position. When we stand up, our feet is naturally slightly give some space in between, about the shoulder wide. So one hand we place it on the painting surface, and another hand we hold the brush. And our upper body leaning forward all together to facilitate as a frame. One thing you would like to adjust is how we hold the brush. When we use the standing position, we travel our fingers to the top of the brush. This gives us more flexibility and space when we move our brush. I will encourage you to try the different positions and find the one that you feel most comfortable. And the essential thing is, whichever way using as a posture to practice, yourself should feel comfortable. At the same time, the posture support your practice. Imagine if we are not sitting comfortably, we can't stay long. If we cannot last long, how can we enjoy our practice? So the body posture is not for a performance. It's really for ourselves, for you to enjoy the process. What I have shared with you is a guidance. If you find them helpful for you or part of them helpful for you, please feel free to try them. Now our body is ready. And then next thing is to connect with our brush. To connect with an Oriental brush, we need to learn how to hold the brush. Because the special way the brush is made, so there is a way to hold the brush to feel comfortable. Again, you may find different artists, different practitioners, they use different way of holding the brush. Some people like to hold the brush with 3 fingers. You can also hold it with 2 fingers if you find that comfortable. You may also find different ways of holding the brush like this. That looks very cool, isn't it? If I can manage it. And here I will share the way that I've been taught and I found is the most comfortable for myself. So here, no matter you are left-handed or right-handed, you can use this position of holding the brush. First, I would like you to free up the hand that you will use to hold the brush. Now has the other hand to hold the brush from the bottom. And now, from the bottom, find a 1/3 point on your brush. And you find that point, and then, so use these 3 fingers first to hold on that point, and let it go. And this is the first step. And try to move your brush front and back, and to the side. And find how you feel the connection with your brush. For some people, this is already enough, 3 fingers. However, for myself, I find my brush only have 60 to 70% of connection. And lucky enough, I have another 2. So I will use the other 2 fingers to rest naturally at the back of the brush. You may see my small fingers is short. So instead of rest the small finger on the brush, I rest it at the back of this ring finger. You may notice my palm has a hollow space. So instead of gripping my brush firmly, I leave some space in between. That gives me the flexibility for subtle movement and relax my muscles in my arms. I remember when I first received the training about how to hold the brush, my teacher told me, after the class, go home and boil some eggs, and then put the boiled egg, inside your palm when you practice. And try not to drop it. And you know what happened. So this is a very important way of hold the brush. In fact, this is the general way holding the brush. And the arm position is called hanging arms. Second, we will talk about how to hold a small size of brush. Typically, we are drawing the details. To have more control of the brush, our hands travels down, get closer to the brush tip. This helps us to draw the details in the small scale. And look closely. My arm also resting on the surface. So instead of handing my arms, my forearm rests. So I have my wrist have the contact with the surface. You can also use another hand placed underneath to give you more space. Can you see my whole arm is moving? So instead, we only use our fingers. I paint with my whole arms. The next, we will show some bigger brushes. For example, this brush. Compared with the brush we showed, you can see it's quite big. So the way to hold it. In general, the way how you feel more connected with your brush, so your arm can relax, and at the same time, you also have the connection with your brush. You can hold it like the same way we hold for the normal brush, first with the 3 fingers, and then rest the 2 at the back. You can also use the 4 to the front and the thumb at the back. You may also like to adjust how high or how low your hand hold on the brush handle. And now, how about this one? When you have a bigger size or large size of the brush, it can be even bigger or much bigger when people are doing performance on the stage or doing a big piece of artwork. So the normal way is to use our palm. So instead of fingers, we are actually grabbing the handle with our whole hand, the palm, so we can feel the connection. Sometimes we may need to use 2 hands. For the bigger brush, it's like stirring the pot of soup. So instead, paint it with a desk, you may use the floor. So you may kneeling down on the floor, on a mat, or sitting. In general, how we hold the brush and our body posture is to make our body feel relaxed and supported. At the same time, we can connect with our brush. I hope you have enjoyed the different way of sitting and hold your brush. Try them and let me know, how do you feel? How do you find the different ways that works for you, and which one you feel the favorite for yourself? If you have any questions, you can leave it down in the comment area. I will try my best to answer you. Have a lovely day. I see you in the near future. Bye bye.